Yeah, we're here. One year of fossilized wonders. God or yokai? Okay. Oh gosh. That's most games though, right? At least most of the mainline games. Probably on, so true. Her name does not start with BK or M. And she fits right here. Look at that. Look at that doggo. I cannot wait to have sex with her. Is Hina on Yokai Mountain? That's a good question. Does not appear in a spin-off game. First appearance, Audi. That's a lot of characters. 2022 or later. 18.5 should have came out in 22, I presume. I hope. Copium. So what if I did Clown Piece? You do Sagume. The Lunarians are a little awkward, I feel. I feel like they're a little too prevalent for this. We go Yokai Mountain. Where's Yukari fit in? I think she'd fit in up here. I think she'd fit in here. Here, no 3. I think she'd fit in every of these top spots. Does not appear in a spin-off game. That's a tricky category. Is Hikadia in Violet Detector? Oh god. Or yokai. That's like 90% of characters. With the last appearance being soon. The problem is the best answers here are going to be some niche character that appears in fucking Touhou 20's endings. Because that's just a cool thing. So, who else can I go with? I can do my Fox. 1%, not bad. Fox is cheeky because she's a stage boss in... Technically she counts because of 19. Okay, Yokai Mountain. Mikasa would fit in Yokai Mountain, that's another reason why she's good up there. These are really good picks, but the problem is this middle category feels like gambling with the devil, and not in a good way. I'm not confident about Toyohime, Yorihime, or the Moonray Sen either. So what if I go like Taters? Not great, but take it. Pretty rough. He is a year old, yeah. And then... do you think that Hina counts? I could do... Oh, yeah. I mean, Kasen's a hermit. Is she a yokai? Or a god? So Kina's a god. She counts as a yokai. I assume it's just she originated in Wild and Horny Hermit. When did a Wild and Horny Hermit drop? This is not something I am confident in. Use that brain. I'm gonna say cassette. Easy. First appearance, odd year. Go Momoyo. Okay, we've learned never believe in, Katade. Dude, as a C character, you sound like Potato Bot. Okay, it does not appear in a spin-off game. Gulp. The Oniba, she condensed her evilness into her arm, which she chopped off. I know about her whole arm situation. But, I guess she is an Oni, but, I'm not confident in the definition of yokai. Does not appear in a spin-off game. That's awkward. You just gotta go, just gotta go PC 98, right? PC 98 or Touhou 20. Or, Baiton or Inoko, or Zanmu or Hisami. Obviously, there are other characters that would work, but that also tends to be a little gambling. I don't want to trust Mayumi. I don't trust Mayumi for the slightest. No, I should trust her. Should I trust her? The question is, does, Yachi appear in a fucking, the ending of 17.5? I don't think so, but, I'm not confident in that. What about Kwakuma? I think Kwakuma's a solid grab. Which I don't think she fits in any of these, because USD came out in 02. And she's doesn't fit the other spots. Is Lily White in one of the spin-offs? No, I think she's in Fairy Wars. I just want to go PC 98 meta. Awkward. Problem is, I don't know what PC 98 games came out in an odd year. I think Mystic Square was, what, 98? I want to say. And Lotus Land might have been 97? Copium? That was back when, everything came out, so similarly. I think Pod came out in time. What am I saying? Highly Responsive came out in 97, right? Everything came out within, a year or two. I forget the exact thing. I thought Mystic Square is 98, but... So... Was Pod 97 or 98? Let's gamble with the devil of my girl Kana. She might go. She never lets me down. Not appear in a spin-off game. Let's just stick. Oh, she's not a yokai. Is Konohime a human? I guess she is. I just tend to think. Well, this good grid was blown to smithereens. Then SMH, GG, go next. Which fucking yokai are there? Kana? I already picked Kana. Like, everyone from 3 is a fucking human, except, like, Mima, I guess. She's a Vengeful Spirit. Is she a yokai? Is Vengeful Spirit a yokai? Good question. Let's just go with my girl Inoko. It's probably a bad pick. Let's just do it. Never mind, it's a 1.1. Oh, it would have been so good if I had an initial 750 in my score. I would have been in the top. SMH. Like 65%. Gengetsu down there, Sungyoku, Rikako. I mean, you're just kind of like Rikako versus Ellen. At that point, you're just guessing. Odd. I had on in the wrong category. Are they counting that as part of the lunar capital? And with Nina? Yachi. I thought about putting Yachi somewhere, but definitely wasn't that spot. Yoreko highly picked. Yuimon highly picked. See, this is why I didn't pick Sagume. I knew Sagume would be up there. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't pick Hina. Oh, and they did count it as the Yokai Mountain. Good to know. So glad I didn't pick her. Shinky, yeah, that's just PC98 gambling. A lot of characters, I'm surprised. Okay. What is this? What are we smoking here? Takane is a little questionable, but let it pass. Why? What? Location: Yokai Mountain or Lunar Capital? Huh? Game Glitcher, explain this to me. You're the lore nerd. Chen as well. Nemino's a good shout. Why is On and Chen here? Also Suika, for that matter. Why is Suika here as well? Because she originally, like, in the lore, she, like, originally, like, ruled the fucking Yokai Mountain? Despite the fact that she's, like, not involved in Yokai Mountain at all in, like, actual, like, the works that you see. Hold on, let's find some other problems. Why is Kyoko here? Just the Mjorn Temple. I thought that, like... Why is Kutaka? Do you find Kutaka? I thought you're already at hell by the time you find Kutaka. Why is Kogasa here? Minariko, that's fine. Biton, I guess that makes sense. I'm not super familiar with that on. Someone tell me the most random lore about this. Why is Suika... This, like, the Suika one, I guess, is, like, tolerable. Chimmy is weird. Why is On and Chen here? Secret character might go. I hate the Genji answer. Yep, dude, not put Byakuya on top, right? It's a good thing I already finished it, so I'm not doing it. I'm not at risk. What you guys do today? I worked, and now I'm streaming. Kazoots, you're the On fan. You need to be the one to solve this for me. You should know everything about your girl. Chen lives on Yokai Mountain. Does she? It's fucking Mayuhiga, right? Was Mayuhiga retconned to be a part of, like, Yokai Mountain? Chen lives on Yukari Mountain. Kazoots, why is On a part of Yokai Mountain or Lunar Capital? The Suika one, I understand. As far as I'm aware, I understand. I think it's stupid, but, like, at least there's some rationale there. Why On and Chen? Oh, I'm gonna look this up. According to Akyu, that's where she lives. Location, Yokai Mountain. They just fucking, like, retcon Mayuhiga there or some shit? The thing about On is not listed on the wiki, so it's probably a really small thing. Like, one of the statues she was inhabiting while spirit form was on Yokai Mountain. Or the Lunar Capital. It could be that as well. Let me look at the fucking On wiki. Location, Hakure Shrine. Yeah, no shit. Oh, but during Udoling, she visits the fucking place. In one of the books, she was seen on the fucking Yokai Mountain. Marco notes her acting like an airhead, but actually being calculating, having a mischievous nature. While in Horn Hermit, she identified the best-selling merchandise and customer trends of the Mariah Shrine. And uses to guide Reimu towards revisiting her own shrine. She fucking visited the shrine at one point. Everyone visits everywhere in Toad 19 years. On is a part of hell. The Mariah Carey Shrine. Ability to locate Shintoism and Buddhism. That's her fucking ability? I didn't know that. She can track down temples and shrines to guide them. Besides this rather mundane ability, she also seems to have some instinct for evil. Potato Bot, answer the question. What's the question? I have too many. Why is On classified as location? Yokai Mountain or Lunar Capital? The temple ability. The Heian period, Japan. Not much off the top of my head besides that it existed. Yes, my favorite fucking Yokai Mountain character. Breaks the Suika and Chen. Hi, Alan. Posing for that time named Fujiwara. His name probably sounds familiar. Crazy. I was on Yokai Mountain. There's a fucking category today that was location. Yokai Mountain or Lunar Capital. And fucking On was one of those fucking few characters that fit. I'm like, gee, what's this about? Soon when she said she protected shrines of temple, that includes Mariah's Shrine, which is on Yokai Mountain. Is Mariah's Shrine related to Shintoism or Buddhism? Oh. Fuck, probably some line of dialogue fighting between Sanai and Odd. She probably was like, oh, I recognize you from 20 billion years ago. Odd is specifically the spirit side of the Kumon statue, so anywhere you see one, she technically would live there. I have a lot of choice words, but Twitch wouldn't be happy if I used those. I can't wait for some fucking Komainu statue to appear in hell. And then on its location, fucking specify hell. Like, move between cameras or something. I mean, I do intend to play Five Nights at, Scarlet Mansion eventually, but, like, I don't know why we have to describe that right now. Why am I lagging? I play a fan game where Raymond plays Christians and calls them heretics. The final boss was Jesus, and the game ended with Jesus forgiving Reimu for her sins, and Reimu moving on to being a better person. Last comer? No, I usually come first, so I'm not the one with the biscuit. Oh, Toaster. You beat Miko? Good job. Alan, by the way, I'm pretty sure he means puppet dance. It's almost all your bugs are super effective. Well, she only has 2 attacks. It's a light attack and a sound attack, which means, if you're vulnerable to one of those 2 things. Did you pick Ron as your starter? Yeah, I did. Well, that's the thing, because Illusion is weak to sound, so that's a problem right there. And then if you caught Yuyuko, which I assume you did, then then she's weak to light. But that's why Fudo's really good, because Fudo resists both of her attacks, and lowers her physical attack a stage further, just further reducing the damage dealt. Fudo just completely bodies the Miko. Remade the USD fight Little Big Planet 2 and is actually pretty good. I have never played a Little Big Planet game. Mirai Shrine is exactly the Hakurei Shrine in terms of being Shinto places of worship, just the Mirai gods are physically present unlike the Hakurei god. And therefore, On is everywhere. Moment is Ron, Yomu, Yuka, and Fudo, yeah. Yomu and Yuka are both nether, so they're both weak to light, and Ron is illusion, so she's weak to sound. Finds place where human faith gathers, like the Hakurei Shrine, Mirai Shrine, Mjorn's Temple, and so on. The mooches around and guards the place without being asked to. Alright, so we're just assuming that some fucking point in time she was just chilling at the fucking Mirai Shrine. Hey guys, it's me. Despite the fact I'm Reimu's fucking guard dog and pet. Guys, I'm the one at the I'm also there. Totally. Really? That's some wild lag. My computer is gonna blow up. Maybe I need to get a new one. Let me buy some RAM. Ooh, this. Surely it can't be that expensive. What am I doing? What is this fucking route right now? On is everywhere? Yeah, even on top of my... Maybe you should give her money. Is she a prostitute? I'm just asking the question. I'm not saying whether she is or not. I'm asking the question. Why else are you paying her money? I look at your credit card charges. Hakurei Shrine Sexual Services. What would that be for? Is that for On or Raven? Or something else? We're giving money to a prostitute? Well, if it's for sexual services, I think it is. Gave Ratmon money sometime. Stop the point of view, yes. Now after you die. I assume I died a green tornado. I should purposely die. It would make funny content, guys. If On got pregnant, would she give birth to statues or, like, real things? Beings. Why, Miko used to perform services in her past. Good one, Snare. At the shrines and temples, so she's at all religious locations. Yeah, but she wasn't a fucking living being until Okina fucking created her, effectively, at the Hakare Shrine. I'm gonna put you in potty jail. I'm gonna potty timeout, game glitcher. Defending this. Despicable. You're going to gay baby jail. Dum dee dum dee dum dee da doo da. Should I ask another question about On? I just had another one that came to mind. What? I thought that one was in line with the others. I fucking hate you. She accidentally pissed on the floor, so Yukari banished her to live in a cave on Yokai Mountain. Real Chen lore. Trust me, bro. I'll trust you. That's a good answer. So, here's the question, okay? So, On's clone, like, the thing, like, she can make the clone, but they both do, like, the same action at the same time, right? Like, that's a thing about the On, right? Like, nothing. So I literally just fucking read this on the wiki. What are we talking about? Game glitcher, I need you to get. I need you to hunt on this. Can't believe this. So she says herself. Yeah. You know nothing about On? Go for it, Toaster. So the question is, with On. Okay, assuming there's two clones of On, right? You know, or there's the clone of On. Like there's the real On and the clone, right? If one of them comes, do you think the other one does? Yes. You know, I appreciate you, Potato, but at least you're helping answer the question. Unlike Pazuzzo, where he was just hawing and returning. Like, he's not asking the real questions. Like, you know, you HUD, but you at least, like, you know, responded to the question, like, with appropriate intellect. Like glitcher. You have a real question. What's your real question? No, I'm gonna pretend you're talking to me to make me feel better. I'm a streamer, so every message is directed at me. What happened if you gave Chen or Rin or Mickey catnip? Yes. Oh. It would die? Does catnip kill cats? Or other creatures? Probably in high doses, but... Turin or run. I mean, you can try. Go. What do you mean go? Where? Squad's banned pursuits right now. We don't die for Rinsatsuki here. Thinking of the existence of my Higa means there could have been 2 human villages in Gensokyo in the past. Okay. Guys, there's buildings? Guys, there's buildings? There might have been 2 guys? What? It might have been 2, huh? Rin shivers exist. Is it abandoned? The Tengu left. The Oni were there, but then they left. They fled to the underground, and then they left the village or some shit. That village is where the Oni, back when they lived on the mountain, were keeping all the Tengu as sex slaves, but then when they left, the Tengu all fled. They didn't take over the rest of the mountain. Basically, means she was making it up, and she said she let her bodyguard the shrine, because that shit would float away. I don't think dog dumb as fuck. Well, again, you just put the clone indoors, and then when she's zipping around, it's just going to be zipping around into the wall. Speaking of the Tengu, what about the Tengu? If you trash a bunch of shit before you made that deal with her. Sure, you never know what was there. I was posting loot art. Odds. You're lucky I don't have any. Bound together like that? Yeah, not until the bedroom. Monty and Isaac. Yeah, just like Jacob and Esau. So it gets into the late 90s if Sweet took place in 03. Yeah, but that assumes, like, times, right? Like, we know fucking Touhou characters never age. Okay? Like, Aku's dead, but guess what? She's not. There's no fucking age in Gensokyo. There's this, yeah, and like fucking Urban Legend and Limbo. They literally go out. If it follows our world. Yeah, but isn't like Hifu supposed to be like in the future or something? More interesting let's talk about the outside world. How much does... I feel like the outside world doesn't really have much of an impact on Gensokyo in, like, almost any way. Because, like, ooh, there are, like, items and the occasional thing that gets teleported to Gensokyo from the outside world. But, like... breadcrumbs? I mean, yeah, that's, like, all of it, though, right? Nice little stories about Lunarians having to deal... Thank you for censoring the word Lunarian. Deal with the outside world slop, wasn't it? Not gonna lie, I kind of like clocked out during half of 20's story. Like, the Lunarians fucked up, and then they have to, like, get Raven to clean their shit, and that's just, like, it's just every Touhou game over again. Someone fucked up and did something, and then some people gotta get Raven to clean shit up. Or Marissa, depending on who you want to, like, play as. Where do PC 98 games fit into this? But however you want. It's the power of it. Have the Lunarians, like, succeeded in doing anything in Touhou? The Lunarians can't make a fucking, The Lunarians can't make a fucking fake moon that, like, for, like, more than a week to save their life without getting their asses kicked. Then they fucking are like, we're the most great beings of all time, and then a fucking fairy shows up with an American flag, and they're like, GG, we're cooked, guys. We can't do this. It's over for us. Guys, we're fucking cooked. We cannot handle this. I have the power of 10 million gods. One fairy shows up. Guys, I can't handle this. This is too much for me. The information issue on their side. Well, after what? After they had to cry and call Reimu to fix problems? Reimu flexes on people in the manga. Yeah, she got her ass kicked by a fairy, so she has to flex on other people to take out her anger. Hello, 11. If you got Tenchi pregnant, what do you think the odds that she would have twins would be? Yeah, because the actual Linearies fixed it on their end and decided, yeah, fuck you against Saokyo, and then Reimu had to go get shit done. I could be like, hold on, let me beat everyone up because they can't fucking handle anything. 80% in her favor, she wants them. Okay. I'm curious. I thought she would be up there probably. Due to her natural genetics, would probably boost it. Beats anyone up at stage 5. Maybe stops the fight early. Yeah, after she lost.
Oh, but she actually, like, it was actually, no, she would have won, but she could have.
Yeah, she still fucking got beat. You still beat her. Oh, just stream when. Does have a damage portrait so she doesn't lose? I mean, one character beats the other, and then the other one calls the fight early. They stop the fight. Guys, I can't fight anymore. Who's the one who gives up on the fight? Is it Reimu or is it Toyohime? Reimu didn't hear no bell. Reimu's like, oh no, Toyohime's like, oh no, the others are coming. Her OP powers again. Has Toyohime ever used them? Or is this mostly just, she stands there like, guys, my fan? Oh, she doesn't want Reimu to use her OP powers again? Oh, yeah. Make Yukari cry like a baby. Yeah, but like Rinosuke can do that on his really easily on his own. So like, is that like that impressive? one night with Big Daddy Rinosuke and Yukari was like crying underneath like that. That panel's hot. What are you talking about? Oh, the one with Toyohime and Yukari. You guys enjoy making women cry. Why the fuck am I gonna answer yes? Why would I answer yes? The fuck? Yeah, you tell him. What did she do about the fairies? Touhou and Akina are literally the same character. Proof, both can teleport, both have blonde hair, both just like Yukari, toxic Yuri. What's the toxic Yuri with Toyohime? If you say Yorihime, is that toxic Yuri? You fucking all. Yeah, slutty backup dancer. That's true. She has black hair, actually. It's literally fucking blonde hair. Like, I know she dyed it, but it's like... If someone has fucking blonde hair, and they show up, it's like, oh, it's brown hair, but I dyed it blonde. You're gonna say, oh, they have fucking blonde hair. Toyohime doesn't exist is your point. It's been Okina all along. Oh, of course, of course. Mine's a ton of art moon rabbit. Copium. Hold on, Game Glitcher. 11 might be onto something. What are your thoughts on this? The time Remy was done anything threatening the Lunarians was when she threw purity talent at Yorihime. And she beat up Toyohime at 20. And beat an enemy that they couldn't beat. You think if Toyohime has the ability to fucking teleport things, she could just fucking teleport the fairies out of the lunar capital? Like, clearly they can interact with, like, Earth beings, like, for at least 5 seconds without becoming impure. They, like, talk to fucking characters in Silent Sinner. In other situations. Actually, you know what the true Lunarian lore is? Eren and Kaguya were the only characters with any real semblance of power, and the other Lunarians were scared of them, so they kicked them out of the fucking lunar capital. So Lord Tsukiyomi, or whatever his name is, just like tries to flex on the world and hope that fucking the humans don't fucking send a rocket up to the moon for a third time, because otherwise they're fucked. Invulnerable as well. There's like a thing where she like starts doing something briefly, and then like Yorihime got concerned or something for like there's like a brief split of that, I believe, and then like of like where she got like, well, not concerned, but like, you know, noticed something, and then like it fucking like it's like caught up, and they're like, ah, yes, let's go make out in the corner. Yuri fans were eating good that day. Well-known power triangle in Tokyo. Lunarian beat Yokai, Yokai beats Fairy, Fairy beats Lunarian. That's a well-known triangle? Ooh, I gotta write that down. Yeah, but who beats the Bakas of Light? When they're working together at full power. Also, 11 game glitch. You missed some peak busy person last night. Super busy person these days. Me too, kid. I wish I didn't work for 10 hours yesterday, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Post a pocket pan, you're like... I mean, so, people could do that, but like 90% of people here are just gonna post questionable dojins. So it comes down to panels they like. Like what Potato Bot posted earlier. False detect in chat. I know, these nerds, 11, can you believe it? Yeah, but does it, you just won't play. Yeah, but it was pretty hot, I will say that. I'll make fun of him for it, but it was pretty hot. Like, Aya is kind of bad, though. Not the baddest of them all, definitely not, but... Through the entire fight, what a nerd. Someone posted the image of Hina standing by herself in the middle of the party. Again, I got no problem with Hina. Why are you asking that question? You know what he's gonna post if you ask for ontics. I speak, I'm in big trouble. That's an image of love. What's that poking through Kaneko's shirt? If you him to game banned, or he posts genuine save on pics. This dude's doing the Lord's work. Want to go to the Mirai Shrine now? Why not? You have Slug there. You have literally the Slug. That's like, what else could you want? And Kaneko. Don't even forget about Kaneko. I guess there's a frog as well. Try to grab a go to Yukari place. Careful, Chen pistol on the floor. Just in your game. Perhaps you and Yukara are not so different after all. Okay, two links. Throw the speed dial. You're even big. Oh, hold up. Give me a sec. There's a I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday, and that was just a reminder call. Good old 2-pie. Fantasy F is pretty cool. What is it? Natural fantasy? Whatever. What is it? What's the fucking one? What's the really bad name one? Someone knows what I'm talking about. Fuck, I can't remember. It only took you 8 hours. Good job. I'm proud of you. Important question though, Light Journal. Did you kill everyone on the stage? I did it again. Okay, more links. What's the 11 one? Okay, I've seen the cloud on the left. I've never seen the Rainbow Marissa one on the right. I've never seen that one. You did? Good job. What's this potato butt? Oh my gosh, this image taking 5 hours alone. Rebecca Clownpiece and Rainbow are the same person? How is that possible? They're the same person. How did I have sex with both of them at the same time? Oop. Never finally got that outfit. Did she make it herself? Maybe. Oh. I mean, yeah. But, like, then you have to unzoom in. That's annoying. Oop! He's spawned with clothes. That's a good question. Oop. Blueberries. Oop. Oop. The LNN today, yeah, totally. Oh, nice lag timing. What character would make sense as the sleep paralysis demon? Kaguya, Doremi, Ukari. Those are the 3 answers I've seen so far. Clownpiece. If you want to scare a normal Touhou player, it'd be Clownpiece. Yukari Okina showing up randomly at 4 a.m. Honestly, I would be more concerned about Kasen showing up at my house. Because, like, if Yukari or, like, Okina shows up, it's like, either I'm getting killed, I'm getting warped somewhere, I'm getting head. Like, it's one of those. Like, there's a list of, like, that design. If Kasen shows up, she's just gonna complain about, I can't believe that this out in your room. Your chair is not set up properly at your desk. It's gotta be changed slightly. I can't believe that the fucking couch isn't perfectly aligned with the wall. This is just unbelievable. The fucking bed is just terrible. I can't believe you have this body pillow here. That's terrible. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Wow, look at this fucking poster. It's even partly ripped too. I can't believe you do this. That's just fucking crazy. Oh my gosh. Is that a weird poster? Which one? I got multiple posters. Although none of them are glued. None of the posters are glued. I'm not even touching my keyboard right now. With the numpad. It's a video replay, yeah. I've been lying to you the whole time. Either Aiki or Kusan. I'll take Aiki every day of the week. 6 days of the week over Kusan. 6.5. 6, 7. I would also be scared of the one stage you can't warp showing up in your house. Maybe you need to like Ascend more. I will say, I've commented on this before. There's some really, like, Ascend has to have a couple, like, really dedicated artist fans, because there's, like, a couple pieces of just actual, like, peak lewd Ascend art. Phon's live streaming on Friday. I'm not gonna be streaming Friday. Take longer to watch the LNN video at 1/1000th speed or get an LNN? Good question. You wake up or like do something, you're like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, in certain ways, sure. You ever like walk to your kitchen and then like you open the fridge and then you sit there, you're like, why did I? What did I come here for? Like you go to the fridge for something and then you open the fridge, you're like, why did I do this? What did I come here for? What was I grabbing? Did we eat the fridge instead? What are you, Kirby? Uncle Cryptic. Clearly, by the way, you spelled cryptic wrong as well. You know who I think could beat the Lunarians at full strength? I think Parsi would beat them. Hello, Michael Cap. I wasn't looking at the screen. Message is straight not send. I haven't seen a message in a hot second besides the live stream rerun joke. Same. Twitch is just eating messages. Steam also died. It's a Tuesday after like 6 p.m. Eastern time. It always fucking dies here. Do you have a Parsi double blowjob or Suwako tongue job? Parsi's hotter than Suwako. Parsi every day of the week. Wrong? What do you mean, huh? I speak nothing but facts. That wasn't an option, 11. Is your pet on or pet 2 ons? I'll do the pet on. Like Kagura's tail or Momiji's tail? Momiji. Okay, would you guys rather pet Kagura tail or Waggy Saggy? I have the most fluffy tail. Kagura, Miji, Ron, Tsukasa. Ron, because she has 9 of them. Kagura probably smells bad. No basis, just feeling. Ron. See, I'm glad everyone's on the same page. What if Sekibunki had a tail? I think there's some art with her with the front tail, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, George. Mod ban 11 now. Give 11 his daily ban. Run is all tail, no wag. Okay. Which is their pet? Misumaru's balls or Sekibunki's hyperextended neck? website needs to be destroyed. Twitch is a great website. What are you talking about? Every design shift they've ever done is great. It's the Amazon. Yeah, what is this random gibberish that 11's talking about? Hold on. $11. Would anyone else accept Waggy, not just sushi? Do you want me to put you in timeout? Fuck, I did 10 minutes. I didn't mean to do 10 minutes. Let's try to find a 1-minute option. Hold up. It's 24 hours. Fuck, how do I... You know, next time I should just click the clear chat option. Fuck, how do I, I know how to find this normally. Clear my chat. Oh boy, yeah, mine's arrived. Oh boy, yeah, mine's arrived. Oh, I got fucking... double me. Okay, there you go. He lived out his punishment. You had to moderate. No, because the fucking there's no participants on. There's no when you're in Twitch. Like if you just go to like a Twitch site, you can. That's your band. Hello, Spooter. When you go in when you're on Twitch, like there's a participants thing where you can see like all the people in chat. But from Stream Manager, I can't find that. That doesn't exist. Levin got shot. He posted something that was a little too, like not like it was definitely allowable, but like there's eventually a time I gotta put the foot down once in a while. Spirit kill. Alfonso killed 11 in broad daylight. On a stray. Gee, I wonder why. I mean, I saved that for future purposes. We can discuss the actual like dynamics of that later, 11. But Who's the least lootable Touhou girl? None of them. Say Super Echo, that's cheating. Super Echo's hot. What are you talking about? It could probably... Yeah, Echo's a fair guess. There's all of them? No, there's none of them. Maybe a channel point goal for get down, Mr. President, where if someone gets banned, you get off to take their ban instead. Bro, you're the one who said ban him for 11 anyway. 11 drugs used for that. It literally happened like 5 seconds before you showed up. He posted a link that was, you know, not explicit, but it was a little suspect. And I decided, I'll do something once in a while. You're curious about the link? I don't Steam game equals bad these days. Bro, you posted a link that, like, when I first looked at it, my first thought was, why is she naked? I was like, no, that's underwear. It just looks a little too... Like... Here, I'll put it in the euchre for you for. I'll put the image in the euchre, and Spooner, you can give me your opinion on whether or not this is stream worthy or not. Lose challenge, and your opponent is on. On is very lootable. What are you talking about? You know that one. Why am I not surprised? What, you expected worse? I told you it's nothing like explicit or anything. I'm just saying it's a little. Like I'll allow some questionable things, but like once in a while, I gotta put my foot down on something that's not explicit or just like questionable. Just to have a standard of me doing it once in a while. Especially when there was like 3 people who said ban him immediately. I was like, I gotta piece the crowd. Yeah, these two, yeah, daily ban. That said FW. Oh, you mean what 11 just said about how it's a non-18 plus Steam game? As a questionable fitting. Yeah, okay, but Spooter, better question. Oops. Not sure what it was that 11 even said. It's not that he said anything. He posted a link to an image that was a little questionable. Was Trigger happy? No, Trigger happy habits a different thing. Okay, Spooter, though. Bigger question. How good is it? 11 out of 10 if you love elves. Elves. I think scoring in Touhou. I'm gonna lose my mind right now. Get past H2. Hey, I did it once today. It was at the forefront of the Dark Elf Lewd movement. Noted. You were reciting the ancient text. I can't hit 2.0. I can't. Day is not a real day. Apparently, the uncensored path H-scenes get kind of bloated. You want 1+ hours of H-scenes or something. 11, could you confirm or deny? Play it on stream. It's actually technically censored. Let's grab the patch. But to be fair, modern Steam, there are many naked anime titty game. I mean, that's not worse than talking about Euphoria, so. When's Euphoria gonna get put on Steam? Like the horizontal pointy up the ears, Gilderon, Remy, and Flong. Sayano Uto's on Steam. I feel like I know that name, but I definitely have never touched it. But I feel like I recognize that name, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. I generally, like, don't lean towards the elf type of ears on Remy and Flan, but it's not something I have a strong opinion of. So if it's like classified fucked up. I mean, to be fair, I like just kind of assume if it's something you like in that regard, it's maybe a little on the nose. Are you gonna turn USD into a visual novel? I'm literally playing that, like, right now. Like, I've literally been playing... I literally played that last night on stream. Hello? The same guy who wrote Madoka and Fate Zero. Interesting. Watch me run my head into a boulder over and over again. I'm back, well, man. What's the worst shmup everyone loves? Touhou 6. Who are you, Spooky Lily? Game Glitcher? Wait, it doesn't even have that many bugs. It literally has the Touhou bug. What are you talking about? That's where, like, the bug in Touhou Wriggle originated from. Hello? As far as I'm aware, there weren't any Touhou bugs before then. There have been a couple since, but, like, none are more notorious than Wriggle. If I were to rate every Touhou game, in my opinion, I'd put USD probably around middle, probably like 1 to 2 spots above the middle. Wait, this LNN, if you can't even kiss a Touhou in this game, the only way to kiss them is like right here, where I can go. You can't kiss during an attack in this game, unfortunately. There's some mid-battle dialogue on Kaimari you can kiss for, though. Nice lag. So just will be LNN after. You raise a good point. Versions of Prac lets you tell you one player visible hitbox in USD. I just have like the thing where it just you have it, which is all where you just have it when like automatically when you hold shift. Like I started with USD and that was like I specifically went on my way to like add that to like do that thing. Like, it's a small thing, you just have to put, like, move the one file over to, give yourself the visible hitbox. And I'd absolutely recommend it to anyone who plays USD. That isn't, like, super familiar with Touhou. Like, at this point, I can play that game without a visible hitbox, I don't need it, but... For 98.9% of people, yeah, play with it. Anyone who tells you not to is a purist and needs to be locked into a cup chair while you fuck their wife in front of them. Put spell practice. Was spell practice even in Touhou 20? Genuine question, I actually don't know off the top of my head. New classic. That's giving an advantage for an LNN. I also believe if you're at someone at an LNN level, like whether or not you have that or not, doesn't really matter. Like, sure, it's there, and you can probably use it for a couple things. I would not be surprised, especially if it helps on, like, a kernel weak spot. But, like, otherwise, like, like... Unless you're someone who's at LNB, LNN level, which is probably sub 1%, like, just play with the hitbox. Fortunately, I don't think that's a conversation. This is a conversation that's going to need to come up much more because new classics coming out. But that being said, there are also probably going to be some purists who think that new classic is abysmal compared to the base, to the original. Practice weird because you can't practice non, so you just never use it. Yeah, it's just like just use the prac. Like, it's cool that spell practice exists in some games, but like it doesn't let you practice nons or like certain stage sections. Where they will list USD and USD remake LNN as different runs. Oh, they like 100% will. I think they should. Well, okay. I think part of it depends on like exactly how many differences there are, but I think they should be listed differently. That being said, I think what they should do probably is under Touhou 6 have 2 different sections. They won't do that. They will make it 2 completely separate things. And they'll treat them as entirely different games, but I think they should have under Touhou 6 2 different sections for it. then yeah. Like, I'm not picking that, obviously. Would Mickey give you a discount? It was tough. They message in every single LNN group to tell them they were running to balance once the remake is live. I mean, I personally am of the mind that with like this and with other things is that you generally shouldn't care about like the details on this. Like, ultimately, at the end of the day, it's like however they like do the list is fine. I don't think you should play Touhou for the list, and I don't think for the sake of being on the list or your position on the list, and I don't think that you should stake yourself highly on how they design the list. Like, it's mostly just like a collection thing rather than something super serious. So. I'm like sure there'll be bouts after it comes out and some like discussion, but I don't think you should play Touhou. Yeah. There enough minor differences for your new classic to be listed separately. Would you go for USD LNN and original or new classic? You talking to me or talking like Alan? I guess Alan already has one of the original. It's impossible for me to say. Like, when the new one drops, I'll probably play for a couple days on stream. Exactly how long, I don't know. A couple days to a week, probably. Just going for, like, a 1cc purpose, maybe an LNB if I really want. Just for a few days play, because it's new. and I'll see then. It's just gonna like maybe I'll like it more. Maybe I won't have a strong stance about it. Who knows? Maybe I won't care. Maybe I'll dislike it more. Like, it depends on, you know, what the small changes are, you know, assuming that there are small changes. And, you know, maybe I'll like the original more, maybe I'll like this one more. That might impact which one I would do. But I have no... It's kind of just not something I can really answer right now. The USD LNN grind is a fairly appealing one to me, but it's definitely not top of the list. But who knows? Maybe New Classic will win me over. Because, like, ultimately, like, a couple small changes, like, depends on what they are, but, like, a theoretical small change can have a great impact, like, depending on what it is, can have a great impact on, like, what an LNN is, right? Like, what if rank is a little bit different in some measure? Like, that's a pretty notable thing in some form, whether or not it's for better or worse, right? Actually, you might have 5 Mizoka figures and 1 Kafka figure. Do a best of homing in new EOC. Yeah, I don't know. I think homing's fine enough in the USD solely because of patchy, right? I think it's relatively weak in USD, but the fact that you have that patchy fight is like the thing that makes homing good. Rank max is out 99 instead of 32. And like the scaling, well, like it's ultimately the same, but like the way it scales is different, right? Yeah. Well, it makes a new classic and accidentally makes Rising World static. Darrow Kafka makes you weak? Well, you don't want to be weak, you want to be strong. Being weak is a bad thing, you want to be strong and powerful. Hope the new ESD has a comically bad translation. I assume no translation. Didn't they already confirm that there's official, like, English, like, I remember after it got announced, like, people were talking because it's, like, French and, like, other languages are, like, it's actual, like, it's not just Japan. If I remember correctly. For official translations? Okay, yeah. French. Well, that's what I thought. I remember Gustari saying something about how, like, they're, like, in Steam, it has, like, all the translations, and one of them was, like, French, and he was like, that's crazy, because, like, you know, obviously, if you expect to, like, you know, an official translation, you expect something like English, and maybe, like, Chinese, a couple other things, right, maybe, but, like, you know, some, like, more niche things, you know, you're not gonna see the official French translations over the time, but guess what, you got that here. Allegedly, from what I remember the conversation was. Enigmatica, she should not be influenced by horniness. This is Spooter you're talking about. Hello? Holy crap, it's stage 3 for the second time today. Like, the thing about the 6 remake is, like, ultimately at the end of the day, it's cool that they're doing it, at least at the bare minimum, to give, like, more, you know, to give, like, a more modern version, a more playable version of 6, but, like, any, like, kind of additional comment on it is just kind of, like, a wait till it comes out. aggressive left jump, but it worked out. She moved to the left. Pretty nice green spam. Take those every day of the week. Of the days I play Touhou. French Canadian instead of France French, yeah. Let me kiss Sonya real quick. Mwah. Show that in spite of all my hatred for her, I still love her. I hate you so very much. Oops. Oh my gosh, what are you doing to me? Sometimes.